All right, it's going to be another massive recruiting weekend for Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. Lots of official visits this weekend in Athens, plenty of unofficial visitors coming to Athens this weekend. That's because it is scavenger hunt weekend. If you follow Georgia recruiting for the past few years now, you know what this weekend means. It's one of the biggest recruiting weekends of the year. The Georgia staff gets with a lot of visitors. They go all across campus, across the football facilities, looking for Coach Smart. They find out everything they need to know, get a lot of their questions answered about the program, about the school, academics, everything. Big time scavenger hunt. And at the end, they find Coach Smart somewhere, right? They take a picture of him, post it on social media. Big way for these prospects to learn more about Georgia and the program overall. So always a big deal. And this year is no different. I'm going to talk about some of the official visitors a little bit later in this video because there's some big ones. But I have to talk about the unofficial visitors in town this weekend because that is where the list is crazy big. Obviously, Dylan Raiola is going to be in town, 5-star quarterback that they landed on Monday, #1 player in the country. It's as big as it gets. He's going to be in town for his official visit the first weekend of June, but he's flying out here early. He wants to get here this weekend and start doing some recruiting. So he's going to be in town. KJ Bolden, 5-star athlete out of Buford High School, saw him practice yesterday on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, and there is a full recruiting update on DAWGS right now. What is he like about Coach Smart, Coach Fran Brown, Coach Brian McClendon, when he's going to make a commitment or a possible commitment? You can read everything about KJ Bolden over on DAWGS right now. So he's going to be in town for his unofficial visit this weekend for the scavenger hunt. He's going to be taking his official visit the second weekend of June. Definitely a big time player to know about. 4-star Jaden Riddell, I've been told that he's going to be on campus this weekend as well. I have not confirmed that with him yet personally, Matt DeBerry to Jaden Riddell, but multiple people have told me they expect him to be in Athens. If he does, put him on commit watch. I know he has a few official visits lined up in June, but I can assure you the staff is going to try to do everything they can, and Dylan Raiola, to get him on the commit list sooner than later. Knock this out. He's been a guy that has been linked to Dylan Raiola for a while now. He is towards the top of Todd Hartley's board, probably the #1 guy. Big time pass catcher, size, speed, hands. He is an absolute weapon at tight end. He's going to be on campus. I've been told, definitely a guy to keep a close eye on. Would not surprise me at all if he decided to become a Bulldog this weekend. Justin Williams, #2 linebacker in the country, 6'2", 205, can run, can hit, made 105 tackles, 18 TFLs last year, 8.5 sacks, runs an 11.09 in the 100-meter. That is crazy fast for a 200-pound linebacker. #5 prospect in Texas, #27 overall prospect in the country, Justin Williams, Oak Ridge High School in Texas. He's going to be in town for an official visit, as will his teammate. I'm going to butcher this name. Sorry, dude, if you're watching this. Joseph Jonah Ajone, Ajone. If anyone knows how to pronounce that, let me know. Let me know that I'm wrong there. 6'4", 255. He's only been playing football for 3 years. Came from Nigeria. Started his first year playing football as a freshman in high school. A top 150 player in the country, one of the top defensive linemen in the Midwest. Oklahoma is in a really good spot for him, but first trip to Georgia that I've gathered, this is going to be a big one. So 2 of the best in Texas in town unofficially this weekend. Big deal. Let's talk about official visitors now. Jeremiah Smith is the big one. #2 prospect in the country. Elite. I've been talking about him for a while now. As a junior last year, he caught 58 passes, just over 1,000 yards, and 20 touchdowns. The guy is a scoring machine. 6'3", about 200, fluid route runner, can get open, great, catch radius. If you throw the ball anywhere near him, he's going to go up and make a play on it. Can catch the ball at its highest point. He's got size. He's got speed. He checks every box you look for. Currently committed to Ohio State, but this is a big official visit here. If Georgia wants to flip him, they need this visit to go well. And obviously, Dylan Raiola being on campus this weekend is definitely going to help Georgia's chances. I've been told for a while now that he's pretty locked in to Ohio State, and I get it, right? They turn out wide receivers as well as any program in the country, them in Alabama, but totally get why this kid is committed to Ohio State and might sign with Ohio State. But him giving Georgia an official visit means the door is still cracked open a little bit. Georgia has a chance, right? Still not sure how big of a chance it is, but Dylan Raiola publicly on the commit list now, being in town this weekend while he's there for an official visit. This gives Georgia a shot, in my opinion. So definitely one to watch. He's the #1 official visitor on campus this weekend by a mile. Cam Michael, big time athlete out of Statesboro High School, played quarterback, but he's going to play in the secondary at the next level. He is electric. He is really fast. If you watch the film from his junior season last year at Statesboro, it just looks like he's playing in fast forward, just so much faster than everyone. 6'1", 180, runs a 10.5 in the 100-meter. Playing quarterback, didn't throw it very often, but he did a lot of running. Rushed 83 times for 478 yards and 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on defense. He likes Georgia a lot. This is a big official visit here, and I think Georgia's probably the team to beat. He's a solid 4-star, and I'm not sure if he's a top 100 player in the country. I think he's a top 20 player in Georgia, but Georgia likes his size, his speed, his athleticism. They like what he brings to the table in the secondary. Could play cornerback, could play safety. He's a versatile guy, but he's fast. I know that. He's a fast athlete. And I think Georgia is in a good position for him right now. And he told me that he's going to wait to make a decision until after his official visits, but it would not surprise me one bit if he decided to pull the trigger and commit to Georgia this weekend. So definitely another guy to keep a close eye on. Colton Heinrich, sorry if I mispronounced that one. Probably did. I think he's a kind of a plan B, plan C option at tight end, 6'3", 230. 3-star, nothing wrong with that. He caught 36 passes for 464 yards and 3 touchdowns last year. He's impressive, but I'm not sure how high he is on Todd Hartley's board. So, if they don't get Jaden Riddell, they cannot flip Landon Thomas back from Florida State. Excuse me, too much coffee this morning. I think Colton is the guy that Georgia fans should keep a close eye on. Casey Poe, one of the top interior linemen in the country, can play guard, can play center. Tough, gritty, physical. This is exactly what Stacey Searles is looking for in an offensive lineman. 6'3", 280, built well, still has the ability to put on more mass and more muscle. Just a 3-star, but he's a district shot put champion. He's got a long wingspan, good athlete for an interior lineman. It just does a lot of things well, consistently puts guys in the ground. I think on 3, they have him as the #1 or 2 interior offensive lineman in the country. One of the very best in Texas. Gonna give Georgia an official visit this weekend. That's a big deal. I've been told Stacey Searles really likes this kid. He's got size, he's got toughness, he's versatile, and he plays against really good competition in Texas. Big track and field guy. Loves to go out and compete, works hard. Again, this guy has Stacey Searles type written all over him. Would not surprise me at all to see Georgia kind of take some big momentum in his recruitment after this official visit. He's definitely an interior offensive lineman to know out of Lindale, Texas. So those are the big official visitors. There's another official visitor, I believe, big time tackle, 3-star kid coming from New York. Not really sure where he is on Georgia's board right now, but I guess we'll see after this visit this weekend. But just a lot of players, so many players. Again, Ryan Williams, a 5-star wide receiver. Some say the best wide receiver to come to Alabama since Julio Jones. He's going to be in town. Plenty of other 2025 kids as well. This is a weekend where you can get some of the younger guys on campus, build a relationship with them early on, get Georgia on their mind, get some of those early questions answered if they have any. So there's going to be a full list over on DAWGS. Don't want to give all the names right now. I'd love to, but we want to get y'all over to DAWGS. We're doing big things over there. I'm pumping out stories left and right. I got 2 more stories I got to write today. So make sure you're checking it out. It's recruiting season. It's recruiting season for Kirby Smart and the staff. It's recruiting season for DAWGS. And if you're not, updated on Georgia recruiting, or if you care more about the team, you're starting to get into recruiting a little bit and follow it, now is the time to do it, because May, The end of May is going to be massive, obviously with this weekend and official visitors in town, but June is closing season, right? That's when they get all their official visitors or the rest of their official visitors on campus. Every weekend is going to be filled with top elite targets and commitments. Every weekend in June is going to be a crazy, crazy weekend. And then in July is when the commitments happen. These kids take their official visits in June, take 3 or 4, how many they have scheduled. And then July is when they talk over with their family. Okay, let's make a decision before, the high school football season starts and they start getting ready for their final season. Most of these kids want the recruitment to be over with going into their senior season. So July is the time when a lot of guys make commitments. June is the time where they take their final visits. And we're seeing that all this happen over the next several weeks. So now's the time to be updated on Georgia Bulldog recruiting. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I always enjoy putting them together for you. Make sure you check us out over on DAWGS. So much great content over there right now. So check us out. Thanks for watching this video. As always, stay tuned to the next one coming up right now. And I'll see you over on DAWGS.